Hello guys. Thank you so much again. We're meeting on this YouTube again, and I'd like to appreciate you for subscribing to my YouTube channel, guys. Thank you for the support, and thank you for commenting and liking my videos. I can't ask for more. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just received a message today. A friend of mine, I just shared a post that was shared by a main online media platform in Kenya, Tuko. They are talking about a registered nurse who lives in the US, and he's having small programs in Kenya, trying to be all I can be 24/7 365. And so they posted about my work in Kenya. My dream in Kenya is to make sure we have good health care. It's not my individual personal responsibility. It's the responsibility of the government. It's the responsibility of every Kenyan to make sure our health is good. It starts with you. You have to take care of yourself. You have to go for medical checkups. You have to go for lab works. You have to do dental checkups, optical examinations. You have to do it. That is your responsibility. Your body is your responsibility. Your health is your personal responsibility. So you have to utilize platforms that people have, the government has, for you to get the right care. I believe I'm a proponent of prevention than cure. If there is any condition, medical condition that should be prevented, 100% supported. If it's something that we can do, if it means maybe, there's so many preventative measures for medical conditions, if it's heart conditions, dental problems, bone problems, abdominal problems, mental problems, there is always preventative measures that we have to do. So you have a personal responsibility to make sure you are healthy. Especially one of the best is eating healthy foods. Number one, at the top of the preventative measure is eating good food. Then you go for medical checkup examinations. You don't wait until you're sick before you can seek medical care. And people who come from poor countries, people don't have income, usually people don't go to hospital unless they are sick. And they don't even go for health care in hospitals unless they are ailing. And by the way, not even they're sick. Actually, most of the time, they've even tried remedies everywhere. They've gone to over-the-counter medications with pharmacies. They've gone to labs. They've done testing backstreet. They've even gone to traditional healers. They've gone for prayers. They've done everything. Those people who don't have income or money to go for healthcare, they've always tried everything before they can finally get to the hospital. And almost all the time, they're very sick. So my dream is to provide a medical facility, which we already have a small one, and serving in a small way. But the dream is expansion. You expand to accommodate more people. And especially if we get a way we can fund some of our programs. that that our people are able to access this kind of medical care at affordable pay. You know, it's very expensive to access healthcare, especially investigations, that radiology, lab tests, you know, getting to see a physician, you know, it's always expensive. And most people don't have jobs, so they don't prioritize medical care. They prioritize food, for that matter. They prioritize food. They prioritize other things, you know, basic things like food. You know, healthcare, they show up as desperate measure. So my dream is at least to have a basic facility big enough with the best standards that it possible can be. You know, having worked in US healthcare in big hospitals and seeing the processes, the mindset, the equipment, the mindset, the equipment, how they do, how they treat patients, how healthcare is given, you know, because healthcare in a space, in the best country in the world, most people want to be treated in the US from other countries. So I want to, because of the privilege of being here, I call it a privilege because it is a privilege, that I've been exposed to the best system. I've been exposed to a system that works. People complain about it. I'm not one of them because it's expensive. I understand that. They can at least work something out to have it affordable. But it's the best because one thing I like about US healthcare is it's accessible, though super expensive. It's accessible in the fact that when you go to a hospital, you are treated first and they send your bill home. I don't know how much you value life. Even if they sent you $1 million bill, you are alive. You know? Period. Case closed. You want to be alive first. The rest of the things you can always do. You can always make the money, you know? But I want you to be alive. So that's exactly what I like. It's accessible. When you go to a hospital, you can't be turned away. Man, that sends chills down my throat, you know, my skin. Like, how is that even possible that you can be treated and they send the bill home? Bro, if you do that business in Kenya, you'll be out of business. If you bill people and send them the bill home, they don't even have a physical home address. There are no physical address. They are physical address, but no, they are not demarcated. Where will you find them? You won't find people to pay your bills. But in the US, my goodness, the bill is sent home. They treat you and they tell you to go home. Then they send your bill home, man. And then you pay. And mostly you are able to pay, you know. Complain as much as you can about American healthcare. For those who've been like in the system, they don't know worse. You complain as much as you can, but you are alive. And then another thing I like about the US healthcare system is the lifespan. Bro, I have never seen more old people than in the US. 95 years old driving. Are you kidding me? Courtesy of good healthcare. 100%. Let's argue next time, please. 100% lifespan. Healthcare. 100% contributor. When they go to hospital, man, what I like, again, another thing I like, they over-test. Man, they run tests. When a patient shows up next week, he was in the hospital this week, next week they are again running tests. Lab test every morning. Blood draws every day. every day, every single day in the morning they're drawing blood. So let me tell you a joke. So in the hospital, a registered nurse in the morning, some hospitals you're the one to draw labs, yes? So I'm I've taken care of a patient three nights in a row. And the last night, the patient is telling me, was saying that, man, you're gonna draw labs from me, you're going to draw blood from me every day? I told him, yes, that's what we do, man. So what happens then, you know, these are vampires. I just laughed and I was like, so you call us vampires? That's a patient. Just we've had rapport and we have good time, you know, being able to take care of a patient, and then you have got good time for the 3 days, for the 3 nights. And you know what I said, vampire? So I just cracked a joke that, you know the work of vampires, as you said, the vampires, we are vampires. The job of a vampire is to harvest blood. Harvest some blood. So he was fascinated by this word I used, harvesting blood. He was fascinated by that, and he was like, oh, vampires harvest blood. And then you see, because I like they're sensitive with the fact that when you say you're black, so I told the patient that, you know what? It doesn't even make it better when it's a black vampire. That patient, it was 3 a.m. in the morning, but he was almost breaking his ribs laughing. And he laughed. I mean, being able to make a patient laugh, you know what that means. You know, like, you made your day. Your day is made. You're ready to go home. So the fact that they harvest blood every day, they collect blood every day for testing, they do x-rays. X-rays are repeated over, abdominal ultrasound, MRI of the brain, CT scan of the brain, x-ray of the chest, x-ray of the bones. You know, they are ruling out osteoarthritis. They are checking growth and cancer everywhere. You know, it's better you are over-tested than not tested at all. Because when you're not tested at all, you know, you present when a condition is already terminal. Like you're already dying and there's no much you can do. But when it's identified earlier, that's why I said I'm a proponent of preventative treatment, is you get a chance to identify an abnormality early. Then you can take appropriate measures. Appropriate treatment, you know. The right treatment is given at the right time, early enough, before hell breaks loose. Come on, guys. My dream, as I said, is to at least being able to offer standardized healthcare and serve people who are not having enough ability to afford good healthcare, but at least be able to cushion them in a way, and that they be able to at least get tested, get medicines for their conditions at good, affordable prices, you know. And then my core business around that healthcare also is to fight and treat malnutrition. The worst of the worst medical condition, malnutrition in under 5 children, kills too much potential, mental potential, mental incapacitation. You find kids, they're having conditions like stunted growth. They're having when you check their MWAC, upper arm circumference, it's not what it's supposed to be because of undernutrition. Malnutrition kills dreams. mental incapacitation is one of the biggest. That's not good. So the innovation around that problem is an egg a day program. I wanna give everyone eggs, man. I need money. And I have to work so hard, man. I have to put in the hours to raise money for chickens, for eggs, bro. We have to fund these eggs. We have to show up the grilling 12 hours a shift to buy the eggs, guys. We have to buy the eggs for these kids. I have to buy the eggs. I want to buy more eggs. I want to have the capacity to buy eggs for these kids, for these people. I don't care how long it will take, but I want to put in the hours and earn the money and give eggs to these people. So mostly we have conditions like stunted growth, iron deficiency anemia. We have marasmus, kwashiorkor. In the numbers are crazy in some specific counties, you know. We want to target those counties. We want to start a chicken farm and be able to distribute these eggs to these kids, man. It's what it is. We're gonna try this. Not trying, we have to do it. We are doing it already. And we're gonna do it again, over again. Commit more money, show up, provide solutions, and earn more money to sponsor this program. Come on, guys. Thank you so much. That's the dream, healthcare dream for my country. You know, I came to this country to access and get exposed to these good experiences, especially in healthcare and infrastructure, for me to influence positively my motherland, Kenya, the second best country in the world. Come on, guys. Everywhere is also best. You know, your country is best. You don't need my review and my rating to make your country the best. You make your country is the best, whatever you think that is. But you know what? It's just being positive and appreciative of what God has put in my hands. Big time influence. It's by God's making. And you know, God puts us in the world for specific purposes. God has something that you are born to do. God has a plan and something that He wants you to do. And the thing that you are supposed to do, you have to go out and find exactly what you're supposed to do. I don't regard myself as having found what I was born to do, but I want to be at my best every day, you know. If I stumble on it, that's okay. If I don't, I'm still at my best. I'm experiencing life. I'm happy, you know. I don't care. I may not make too much money that I expect. I have a dream. I have a vision. I want freedom. I want sometimes freedom to be able to not work and still be able to fund my lifestyle, you know. I don't care about too much and too many things, basic things, you know. I've known being without. So I want to be at my best regardless whether I have abundance, whether I don't have, but I want to experience greatness within me, within what I have, within what I don't have. I don't care. But I'm putting my best foot forward, you know. I'm not sleeping in. I'm putting in the hours, you know. And I also pray that you do the same, you know. I'm not obliging you. I mean, it's a choice. You have life. You want to live your life the way you want. But you know what? We can do this. We got this, guys. You may be in a very difficult situation right now. It will not last. It's for a season. A season is coming when everything is working for you, for your good. People may not want you now. Don't take offense. A time is coming when everyone wants you. everyone is gonna want you. It's for a season, guys. Don't make permanent decisions based on temporary problems, guys. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Bye, and God bless you.